All right, so I have another what sold over the weekend. It is Labor Day weekend, so we have a long holiday weekend. I have a huge stack of clothes. We have over $700 here in sales. I'm going to tell you what I paid for everything, what it sold for, and what my profit was. So we are just going to jump in here. First one is Maeve Anthropology. This is a 3X, which is why I bought it, and I actually paid up for it. I bought it for $7, and it sold for $28. So my profit was $15.40. Next, this is Free People. I was given this. This is definitely a Y2K. Look at this Free People tag here. So this is probably vintage. It's like an acid wash orange tank top. I paid nothing for it. It sold for $9. I made $6.05. This is another Free People. It's Intimately Free People. So I pick up their bralettes at the bins because it costs me very little, but it weighs hardly anything. Anyways, I paid $2.70. It sold for $14.40. And my profit was $6.44. All right, so next I have these Eileen Fisher pants. I sold these really fast. They're a size extra small. I think I know they're wool, these straight leg pants. I purchased them for $3.85. They sold for $32. So my profit was $21.75. All right, next is this FootJoy shirt. It's an extra, extra large, but I think it has branding. Yeah, branding on the side. Anyways, this also sold pretty fast though. So I bought it for $2.75. It sold for $18, so my profit was $8.43. Nothing crazy. Next, you guys, this has been around forever. I don't purchase this brand. This is American Rag. I got it for like $1 when I first started reselling. So this is probably vintage at this point. Anyways, so I bought this for $1, sold for $8. My profit was $4.85. All right, so next I have this Lucky Brand hoodie. These vintage Lucky Brand hoodies do really well. Here's the back of it. It's got like some embroidery on there, some wings. I purchased this for $1.74. It sold for $25, so my profit was $18.26. I had it listed for a lot higher, but I had it for a while, so I just let it go. This sold super fast too. This is another Intimately Free People. It's pretty sheer and a little asymmetrical. I purchased this for $5.08. It sold for $10, so my profit was $1.97. It's just, I paid way too much for that. Next is this Samuel Dong. This is new with tags, and this is a designer brand. So I had it listed for a lot higher than what I sold it for, but I just wanted to make sales. So I bought this for $10. It sold for $48, so my profit was $28.40. Next are these Pilcrow pants. These actually did a lot better than I thought they would. So it's Pilcrow. This, instead of, it used to be Pilcrow and the letterpress, but now it's just Pilcrow. They're Anthropology. They're these like cropped kind of straight leg pants. I purchased these for $2.65. They sold for $48, so my profit was $29.51. Next is this Zara dress. I don't pick up a lot of Zara, but I really liked this like crepe button-up dress. Here's the tag. I don't really pick up. It was also a size large, and then I got it home and realized it didn't have the belt. I found the loops and no belt, and we all hate that. So I bought this for $3.36. It sold for $21, so my profit was $11.12. Nothing crazy. All right, this brand is Sundry. I actually like Sundry, like just in general, but it doesn't sell super great. Pretty high retail though. I purchased this for $3.62. So it sold for $15 and I made $8.38. Okay, next one's a good sale, and I'm gonna go to these shoes here. So these are Tod's. If you're not familiar, there's the logo, Tod's. They're actually driving shoes, and most Tod's are driving shoes. So driving shoes have like those little things on the back there, and these are in excellent condition. So I purchased these for $9.90, and sorry, these were $8. I bought these for $8 and they sold for $90. So my profit was $64. Definitely keep an eye out for Tod's. All right, next is this pair of Gymshark shorts. I don't purchase a lot of Gymshark shorts, but I was going to wear them for a little bit. Anyways, I bought these for $3.36. They sold for $17. So my profit was $7.92. Next, I love this brand so much. Faherty. Love this brand. I paid up for this. I paid $10 for it because I knew it would move fast. It sold for $35, so my profit was $15.68. All right, these next 5 items I sold in a bundle for $105. So the pricing is going to be a little bit funky because I had to do some math to figure out how much I actually sold everything for because it was an offer. But first pair of pants was Beta brand. I don't actually pick up a lot of Beta brand anymore unless it's like a good style. These actually I held on to for a while, and they're like a kind of a wide leg pant. Anyways, Beta brand's known for like yoga work pants. I purchased these for $4. They sold for $33.60 in the bundle. So my profit was $22.88. Next, someone gave this to me. It's called Pimp My Cubicle. It just has stuff to make your cubicle look pimp. Anyways, it's brand new. Obviously, the person that had it and gave it to me did not use it. So I have $0 for my cost of goods. It sold for $5.25, so my profit was $4.20. Probably not even worth the time it took me to list that. All right, next is this pair of Lululemon. Let's see, it doesn't have in the pocket. I know I found it. So these are size 6, but they're the Wonder Under, and they're like a houndstooth legging. I purchased these for $2.97. In the bundle, they sold for $23.10. So my profit was $15.53. Next, is this earring, or not earring, this little tiny necklace. So I just got this. It's costume jewelry. It cost me nothing. I had a whole bunch of it at one time that I just quickly listed. I sold it for $14.70. So my profit was $13.76. And then actually the other item that sold in this bundle was this pair of Donald Pliner. They're these metallic loafers, which the 2 pairs of shoes I sold were both loafers, which was interesting to me. I purchased these for $9.90. They sold for $28.35. So my profit was $12.78. And these only took 4 days to sell. All right. And then that was all those things were $105 in that bundle together. Next, we are getting into snow season. Well, kind of. Well, whatever. These are new with tags, Volcom snow pants. I purchased these for $6. They sold on Depop for $50, which the fees are very little on Depop. So my profit was $41.41. And then this Quince sweater, I need to lint roll a little bit. Size 3X, it has just a little lint on it. That'll be really easy for me to clean it before I ship it. But I use this sweater to show how I use my fabric sweater shaver. That thing's amazing. You should get one if you don't have one and if you're a reseller. I purchased this for $3.90, sold for $45, so my profit was $32.10. Next are these Victoria's Secret VSX. I used to work there in college, so these are pretty old at this point, but they are still in great shape. I put my cost of goods as $0 since they were mine, and I had them for a while. They sold for $10, so my profit was $7.05. Next is this Chaser hoodie. I talk a lot about the Chaser palette I got a while ago. This one actually did not come from that palette. I got it, I think, at the bins, and I don't even know why. It's kind of pilled, but it does still have a lot of life left in it. I purchased it for $3.36. It sold for $25, so my profit was $16.64. Then this pair of Citizens of Humanity, COH, if you see that on the pants, that means Citizens of Humanity. It's the Hutton Stretch High Rise Wide Leg. These I purchased at the bins for $2.49. Sold for $25, so my profit was $16.64. And then last but not least is this Tory Burch swim cover-up. It's I got it at the bins for $2.65. It sold for $35, which is a lot less than I had it listed for. And my profit was $25.35 for a total of $701.40 in sales over the last, 3 or 4 days. And these are shipping out today, and I hope you're having a good one. I am winded. Woo!